Hello, for the last couple of weeks, I've been working on some custom boss weapons, each with their own unique abilities. Let's have a look. So, first one is the Dragon Blade. It does the same attack, damage, and speed as a netherite sword, yet it also has the ability, when right-clicking, to summon Dragon Breath at your feet. This will damage both you and your opponents who want to run out of it quickly. This can be very useful in when you're being faced by multiple opponents at once, as it can hit them all, dealing massive damage, and it goes straight through armor. Next, we have the Wither Hammer. Now, how this one works is it summons a wind charge by your feet, almost showing that you hit the ground so hard with it that it causes a knockback effect on everyone around you, including yourself. This can be very useful for parkour, but can also be used for getting away from large fights. It also has the same damage and attack speed as a netherite axe. Next we have the Guardian Shield. This one I don't think is quite as useful, but it has an ability with a 60-second cooldown where it summons a bunch of mini guardians. This will be very useful against your enemies, as together they're really powerful, taking out enemies within mere seconds. But be warned, they can also attack you, so you probably want to run away while using this one. Finally, we have the Sculk bow. This one does a Warden Sonic Boom attack, except it's much weaker, but only has a 20-second cooldown. This is very good for getting your enemies with range attacks, as it can go very far and hit multiple opponents, almost having a pierce effect. Now, the way you obtain these three items are quite interesting. I wanted to make it so whenever you killed a boss, it drop its heart, which then would be used in the crafting recipe of the item. But for some of these, it didn't work, as the bosses, the Wither and Ender Dragon, it wouldn't work because it was really hard to modify their loot table as they use a different kind. But basically what that means is that I couldn't do it, and I had to result in another crafting recipe. So how you do it is, for the Warden and Elder Guardian, when killed, they will drop their respected hearts. Now, the hearts don't look the best, but I'll probably modify it in future. It has a vague representation of a human heart shape, and each one has different texturing depending on what they're like. So the Elder Guardian one looks more bluish greyish, so those ones I could make where they were dropped when killed. The other two I had to change. So for the Wither, every time you kill it, it drops a Nether Star. So now you can use that Nether Star to get the Wither heart. For the Ender Dragon, this was much harder because it didn't drop anything once when it died. So I decided to make it an Elytra, as I thought that was the best item to make it. So when you craft it, it goes into the Dragon's heart. As for crafting all the actual weapons, you need all of their hearts plus 2 netherite ingots and some extra pieces depending on what they are. For example, the Dragon Blade uses the Dragon's Heart, 2 netherite ingots, 2 Dragon's Breath. The Wither Hammer takes 2 Wither Skulls, a Wither Heart, a stick, and 2 netherite ingots. The Guardian Shield is reminiscent of the actual shield, taking an Elder Guardian Heart where the iron would go, 2 netherite ingots either side, and then 4 prismarine shards there. Now, finally, the Sculk bow takes the Warden Heart and is reminiscent of an actual bow. It takes 3 string, 2 netherite ingots, and a Sculk Shrieker. Thank you so much for watching my showcase. I hope you have a good day. I'll be making some more of these in the future. Bye.